Hello?
Yeah, come over here. Are you filming?
Yeah, do you want me to start over?
Ah, no, you walk over there. I figured I should give an update.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's where it is. I was surprised everybody's curiosity on the John Deere. And I always keep getting comments on there that I should have left the little plastic belt protectors on there. Well, the reason I don't is because it throws the belt so often that you've got to get down there and put it back on. Without the belt protector on the one side, I can just get off and fix it, okay? And just keep going on my merry way. Other than that problem, which I believe to be just a design flaw, because the plate for adjustment is welded, so you don't have enough adjustment, all right? But other than that, the tractor, it's workable. For what I paid for it, I'm not pleased nor displeased. It does the job. What I am displeased with is United Ag and Turf. They're the people that sold me my my leaf blower. Okay, now I didn't buy a cheap leaf blower. I bought a real expensive one. And the reason I went to these people, and I figured it out now, is because it was real hard. I still have two Stihl chainsaws, and one of them I've still got wrapped up in plastic with the workman's tag on it, because every time I use it, I do have to take it in and get it worked on. Now, my chainsaw is finally working really good, so no problem with that finally, right? Now, the leaf blower I bought on March 23rd from that United Ag and Turf. I never got a full day's work out of it. No. I could run it for 15, 20 minutes, and not even that really, but yeah, let's say 15 or 20. Well, let's go 15, more realistic. And then for some reason, all the fuel would drain out of the fuel bubble, and then you couldn't get it started again. So I took it over to those people. Now you gotta keep in mind, this is a 5-month process. So I was without a tool for 5 months. So I went to Home Depot and I bought this just to use in case I ever got my other one fixed. Now, I took it over there 4 days ago, right? I've had it there 4 or 5 times. I lost count. Yeah. I do know that the guy over there put 4 carburetors on it. But, you know, I'm not rich. I mean, we grow food, we give it away. We're not making a profit here. So for me, when I spend money on a tool, I want it to work. And so far, this home light's working great, okay? The Stihl never worked right. That man told me he had, he'd put 4 different carburetors on it, and he still wasn't gonna do anything for me. And this is 5 months. So then they said, well, okay, we'll just refund you your money. And I'm like, well, okay. Well, that's been like 4 days ago, and I still don't have my money. They were real nice people. They tried to be real nice. I mean, but it brings to mind a story about the Old West. There was this guy, he was so polite, he would rob stagecoaches and nobody minded that they were getting robbed because he was so polite. I don't have that luxury.
No.
So they're over here on, what's the name of that?
Medford Drive?
Medford Drive, yeah. It's a John Deere dealership. You can't miss it. And they also sell Stihl equipment. But their customer service there was horrible. The guy asked me, he goes, well, how do you think you've been mistreated? So I went through the whole entire thing. He had nerve enough to tell me that, well, we don't make the tools, we just sell them. And I'm like, look, I didn't buy nothing from Stihl, I bought it from you. And I expected you to make good on it, right? But the kicker of the thing is this poor, nice little old lady sitting up front, trying to deal with us. She keeps getting on the phone, right? And let my wife tell you.
Oh, yeah, it was great. They have a secretary. She's got to be in her 60s, probably her 70s, and she was the nicest thing ever. Very nice lady. She's trying to figure out how to deal with that. She gets on the phone, and she's obviously asking someone that's above her how to deal with us and what to do and how to proceed. There's this 2 big guy dudes hiding in an office behind this lady, And they don't want to come out and deal with the irate customer, so they let the lady deal with it. And I'm listening to her, and I can hear him talking over here. I'm like, but if she can't make the decisions, but he can, why are we talking to her? Let's go pee on someone's Cheerios on the side. So we go over there and talk to them and stuff. You know, how do I say this? You know how somebody is really nice because they don't think you're worth their time, and so it's not even worth rising your blood pressure over. That's how we were looked at. The guy couldn't even be bothered to look at us in the eye. Okay, that's a big deal to me. I look at people straight in the eye so I can see what's inside their head and in their soul. And I can see he couldn't even be bothered with it. And the other guy that was there, whoever that was with him, also couldn't be bothered to look us in the eye. Anyways, we proceeded to tell them why and have this whole conversation. Finally, you know, what did he get up just to go run away from us?
He got up to get out of the office because he was afraid that the 60-something-year-old man was going to kick his butt, I think. Which was not my intention.
No.
You know, no. We were making him feel uncomfortable because he knew he was in the wrong. They all knew that they were in the wrong. Here.
Look,
go ahead.
Real quick, was this
$215 or something?
Was this a big machinery equipment thing that they have, like a tractor stuff? No, it wasn't. But if they don't do good on the little things, what makes you think that they're going to do on the big things?
Yeah.
And, you know, whatever.
And they never, here.
Go ahead.
And the thing that really, they never once even apologized. Not even I'm sorry, you know? Nothing. Okay, and it's been like 4 days, 5 days. I ain't got my money. I probably won't get it till next week sometime, if then.
Yeah.
But this tells you how serious it is. I mean, if I don't get that money by next week, I am literally gonna go to the police station and file a criminal charge. You know, I'll see him in court. Until then, I mean, anybody that lives in Lufkin, Nacogdoches, United Ag and Stihl, I don't know what your experiences is with them. If you've had a good experience, hey, praise God. But let me tell you, if someone asked me, I absolutely would not recommend them. They're absolutely horrible people.
And I gotta tell you
in
something.
My mind.
I gotta tell you something. My husband has always been a big proponent of buying local and supporting your local business person, even if they're a little more expensive than the big box store, because it's a local business and you want your community to thrive. These people essentially ruin that.
Oh,
we're not doing that. We're not buying local anymore. Next time we'll go
Home Depot. I had to go to Home Depot.
And they cured me too. I would never buy from a local store anymore. Why? Because they can't make themselves responsible.
Despite being out that expensive weed whacker, and as far as weed whackers went, it was pretty pricey for me, but I mean, I had it for 5 months. I never got use out of it. I didn't get my money back, at least not yet, and I had to go and buy this to use when I had a leaf blower that they just wouldn't fix. So
yeah, it's like they're selling Stihl products, right? Supposedly Stihl, if that is what Stihl will do for you, because when he brought it back the second time around, okay, the first time I get it, he fixes it, brings it back. My husband brings it back the second time around. Your policy Stihl should be, let's get you a new one.
Yeah.
But no, my guess is their policy is string your client along as
maybe he'll get tired and won't come in no more.
They said, yeah, $200 limit or whatever.
I don't know. But he put 4 carburetors on that, unless he was lying to me, which
that's also possible.
That could be possible too.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, you dudes, I've never seen 2 effeminate people hiding behind a little old lady. Oh, man.
Dandies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and they're probably all talk. Anyways, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But shame on them.
Shame on them. But anyhow, but hey, look, man, if you're looking for a weed whacker, I highly recommend Echo. I've had this thing for 4 years, and I got no complaints. So what does that tell you? If you're looking for a so-so tractor, The John Deere is okay. Also available at, what's the name of the place?
United Ag and,
and
Turf.
Yeah, United Ag and Turf would be happy to set you up with one of these.
Yeah.
Just remember, if you need service, they're not going to help you.
You're tough out of luck.
Yeah. But anyhow, I'm going to see how long it takes to get that money, because I'm thinking, like, I'll probably give it to like Wednesday next week, and then I'll go down and file criminal charges, because as far as I'm concerned, they've got my $215 or $216.49, and they have the machine, which they can keep because it doesn't work anyway, never has.
Yeah.
But, you know, 5 months is a little excessive, okay? We bought it on March 23rd, and I took it down there at least 5 times. Every time I tried to use it, I had to take it down. So, there it is.
Yeah. That's it?
That's it, my dear. Anyway, I had to make it. Just had to.
Toodaloo. I stole that one.